What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Shocks and this is Shocks Capital FX. Today we are going to be talking about breakers and order blocks, how to spot reversals early. So today we are going to be looking into the concept of a breaker. So from what you are seeing on my screen right now, on your screens right now, you see that we are having a market structure phenomenon, a market structure layout, or a market structure representation on this drawing right here. So if you are not new to this channel, you will know that we are in an uptrend in this channel. Why? Because you are forming a series of higher highs. So using market structure only, we will be looking at entering the market at this point. We will not be catching this point using market structure only. But today I'm going to show you how you can be catching these peaks, how you can be trading these peaks, how you can be trading the reversals as early as they present. So guys, watch to the end to find out how do we actually trade this and the rules behind this type of trading and understanding breakers and order blocks all the way. So guys, if you are new here, consider subscribing to the channel. We post this type of content every week, a lot of videos. So turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss any video whenever we do upload our videos. So guys, looking at this market structure chart, you know that the order blocks will be in these areas. The order blocks will be in these areas I'm marking with red. These will be what? These will be your order blocks. But what happens when the market actually wants to turn? So what I'm going to show you is we are going to be looking at what we call the breaker blocks. You know, you are familiar with order blocks, as I do post them on this channel quite frequently, but I haven't really talked about breakers. So today we're going to be talking about a breaker. So to understand a breaker, you have to understand an order block first. So an order block, as you know guys, is the last bearish candle before a break of a high, and a last bullish candle before a break of a low. This only means that we are looking at a break of market structure. When market structure breaks, we are looking at the opposite candle responsible for that break, or the opposite candle that would have initiated the move that would have broken market structure. By market structure, we mean structural highs and structural lows. So what we are doing here is we are having some candles here, some opposite candles in this case, breaking what? This responsible for breaking this, responsible for initiating the move that breaks this high. So when this high breaks, we look in this zone to understand the candle which initiated this move, which breaks a high. That is what we call an order block. So whenever you see an impulse move in a market, you just look back to your left and try to find an opposite candle, the last opposite candle that presented before that move. That is your order block. So in the case of a breaker now, a breaker is more of an order block. But so before I explain a breaker, let me try to explain how order blocks works. So with order blocks, you are waiting for price to actually come, retest it, and bounce from an order block just like this. But with a breaker is a failed order block. When I say failed, order blocks are supposed to hold price, or price is supposed to bounce from an order block. So when an order block fails to hold price, or when price breaks an order block, instead of bouncing, that particular order block becomes a breaker. So this is what I'm saying. Imagine we have a bullish order block. In this case, we'll be expecting price to come, retest, and continue going up like this. So when this order block now fails to hold price up like this, it breaks. When it breaks, it ceases to be an order block. It becomes a breaker. So when it becomes a breaker like this, when it breaks, we are now looking at price bouncing from underneath the breaker. Now the breaker is working in reverse. So number one, order blocks works like this, then the breaker works like this. So when it breaks, we want it to be retested, then continue our move down. So when it breaks to the upside, we want price to come back, retest on top of the breaker and continue going up. So in this case, price has broken this OB. Now it's a breaker. Now price has come back, retested it, and went down. So whenever you mark your order block and see it being broken like this, you know you are setting your pending orders, or you are getting ready to execute your trades as soon as price comes back and retests the block. So that is what we are doing. Let's go to charts and try to see this. So if you look at this chart, this is Chief JPY. You see from this point, price has been going up and has been presenting a bullish order block. So these I'm marking are order blocks. I want you to see where a breaker comes in. So these are all order blocks. This is an order block, which you see it. So this is an order block. From here, price was supposed to bounce and continue going high, but see, price broke the breaker aggressively like this. So when it breaks, you are waiting for price to come back to the breaker, and you are selling as soon as price touches the breaker. You know where the stop loss goes if you are a regular to this channel. If you are new, guys, watch the videos on order blocks, watch the videos on market structure. You understand this stuff more and more. So, and if you are new to this channel also, you have to check out our videos on synthetic indices and try them out. So this is it, guys. Breaker and price is coming back to retest the breaker, as you can see. And this one, price has been going down, as you can see from this point. Market structure is down. Then price now fails to be held by this OB. It breaks to the upside, it comes back, retests it, and this is this would have been your trade up, and price continues going up, presenting bullish order blocks as it goes up. So if you look at this one, you see that this is you see that this is an order block which failed to hold price. So when price comes back, it retested the OB right here. It retested the OB and continues going up. So this is how you trade the breakers. See, in this chart we have GBP JPY. Let's try to see how price has been moving, and if you can find some breakers to use. So before you choose breakers to use, guys, choose how those breakers were formed, meaning the move that would have broken the breaker or the order block should be very aggressive. You see, in this case, the move which broke this order block right here is not aggressive. It broke with some sort of consolidation. Let's go to H1 and try to see this in a clear manner and see how price really broke that order block, and see if we can be interested. See, so this is the breaker on H4, and as you can see, price was coming, retesting the OB, and it didn't break it convincingly. So these types of breakers are the breakers you are going to be avoiding. Look for convincing breakers, the order blocks which were broken aggressively. Let's look at more examples and see if we can be finding these types of breakers. So you see here we have this order block which was supposed to hold price down, as you can see, because we have breaking market structure here. we're expecting price to bounce from this OB right here, but it didn't bounce from that, so we just extend it in the future, and when price comes back to the breaker, it went off. So this is the move back to the breaker, and this is the move we would have caught because of this breaker. So this is a bounce of the breaker. So this is what you are looking for, guys. This is what you are looking for, and this was an order block which was supposed to hold price here for price to continue going up according to how we trade order blocks, and it was broken. This is convincing. It was broken here, then price came back, retested actually 3 times, retested number 1 up to number 3. So if you have entered here, stop loss would have been up here, and you have just waited for the move to present itself. So this is how you trading the breakers. This is how you identify and trade breakers with this method I just show you here. So guys, and let me show you again, this is a breaker, this is M15. So you can be finding these breakers on any time frame, from monthly time frame to the M1 time frame. It actually depends on what you trade or how you trade. So this is a breaker, yellow box, price broke it convincingly, came back and retested the breaker. So you just enter on the retest. This is how you trade the breaker. I hope this was helpful. Thank you.